Hi, in this video, we're going to learn how to add and subtract mixed fractions. So what is our first step for this? Well, you're going to rewrite the fraction components of each mixed number so that they have the same denominator. Then you're going to perform the operation on like parts. So you're going to, if it's an addition problem, you're going to add the whole numbers and add the fractions. If it's subtraction, you'll subtract the whole numbers and subtract the fractions. Then you'll rewrite the fraction as a mixed number and perform any remaining operations on the whole numbers. So let's take a look at this first example. Here I'm going to give you 5 2/3 plus 1 4/5. So I'm going to start by rewriting each of the fractions so that they have the same denominator. In this case, the least common denominator for 3 and 5 is 15. So in order to convert this, for the first fraction, I'll multiply by 5 on top and bottom. And for the second fraction, I'll multiply by 3 on top and bottom. This changes my problem to be 5 10/15 plus 1 12/15. So now that I've rewritten that way, I'm going to now identify that 5 and 1 are my whole numbers, and 10/15 and 12/15 are my fractions. I think about it that way because I'm going to add the like parts. So I'm going to do 5 plus 1 plus 10/15 plus 12/15. Now 5 and 1 give me 6, and 10 plus 12 gives me 22, so that becomes 22/15. So 6 and 22/15, I'm now going to be able to rewrite the fraction component as a mixed number. Now, in order to do that, what I like to do is split the numerator into two numbers. The first number being something I can divide by the denominator. Now, that might sound complicated, but it's not so bad, because really what I'm doing here is I'm saying 22 is 15 plus 7. Now, I pick 15 as that first number because 15 divided by the 15 in the bottom is 1. So 22 over 15, I'm really writing as 1 7/15. That's really useful because now all I need to do is combine those whole numbers. The 6 and the 1 give me a 7. So my final answer in this case is 7 7/15. Now, it works a little differently with subtraction, but it's really similar. So let's give that a try next. 7 1/4 minus 3 5/6. I need to start by rewriting the fractions again. In this case, my denominators are 4 and 6, so the LCD is 12. So the first fraction, 1/4, I'm going to multiply by 3 on top and bottom. The second fraction, 5/6, I'm going to multiply by 2 on top and bottom. This gives me two new fractions. I'll have 7 3/12 minus 3 10/12. So I have my whole number parts, and my fraction parts. And I want to subtract the like components, all right? So I'm going to do 7 minus 3, and I'm going to do 3/12 minus 10/12. And I'm still adding the whole number part with the fraction part, okay? But notice that you're subtracting within each type. Now 7 minus 3 is 4. And 3/12 minus 10/12 is negative 7/12. So when I have 4 plus negative 7/12, that second part there, the fraction part, is negative. That means we can't jump straight into combining things. What I'm going to need to do first is actually rewrite this so that my first part, my whole number, is actually a fraction with the same denominator as the second part. So I'm going to rewrite this as 4/1 minus 7/12. You can see that the LCD is 12, so I'll multiply that first new fraction by 12 on top and bottom, which gives me 48/12 minus 7/12. Well, now I just need to subtract the numerators. 48 minus 7 is 41. So 41/12, that's great. But since my original question was in the form of a mixed fraction, I do want to rewrite that as a mixed number. So in order to do that, I need to break up 41 so that it's a multiple of 12 plus something else. So you can also do this by long division if you prefer, but I do like doing this where I can write 41 as 36 plus 5. Now, I write it as 36 first because that's the largest multiple of 12. That's still less than 41. And 36 divided by 12 is 3. So my final answer in this case is 3 5/12. And that's how you add and subtract mixed fractions.